What if God came down one day and said it's pronounced Jod then left?
Guess I'd stop being atheist real quick and devote myself to religious studies, as apparently this whole immortal soul thing is real. I'd do my research, join a church most likely to ensure my salvation, and live like I have an eternity of bliss or torment on the line. I mean, irrefutable proof that Jod is real? Seems like the logical thing to do. Hey, I finally know for sure Jod is real. Kinda like GIF/GIF, eh? This post made me laugh face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. From my understanding, early writers would write GD having something to do with how holy his name is. It wouldn't affect a lot of people since there are different words for it in different languages. Is the J silent? Atheists will be cancelled. I'd make a card game about it. He can identify however he wants. I don't know about other people, but I'd be checking to see if my security cameras were on and recording both audio and video.
The Great Holy War would begin between those that say Jod and those that say Yod.
I'd probably make fun of atheists for a little bit, then apologize and see what I'm politically supposed to say. Evangelicals would call him a deep state liberal plant.
I'd be so angry. You too. Oh, so that's who Jody is. Maybe that's why he has not responded to our prayers. LOL. So, which Jod are we talking about right now? Jod with J or Jod with Y? It's still not JIF. I would laugh and say okay. And make a lot of memes. I'd make an animated GIF of the occasion. I'd become an atheist. That made me laugh too much. It's be like when they tried to change GIF and it hot shut down hard. OMJ. This is the only way I would ever start saying GIF and not GIF. How high are you right now? I would say likely.
His name is Jehovah, so Jod could be the shortened form.
Who TF said Jod speaks English? The people in the Dutch town of Kerkrade would be ecstatic.
Since my name is Jeffrey, I would feel his pain.
People would write a book on it. Yeah, that's how the world ends. GIF would be settled. Given our history, religious war. Can we settle on Zod?
If he legit did that, I'd probably stop being atheist.
Maybe not though. This would be a great inside the actor's studio answer. Then we might call MJs.
No one would believe it's him except 50% of the people already convinced he exists, whereas the other 50% of believers think he'll never come down because we don't deserve it.
Okay, but is it GIF or JIF? Personally, I'd find all of the GOB name jokes in Arrested Development about twice as funny. I'd also be convinced that the writers of the show somehow had the keys to reality. It would cause my questions than answers.
Now we have absolute proof of the existence of a Jod, but no context as to which religion is the correct one.
Expect all-out war. Still wouldn't believe in him. That's literally what happened with GIF and its creator. Then I'd accept when people say JIF and not GIF. Agree to disagree. I'm angry you didn't close the quote. And now it's the Book of Gob. Then atheists would have been right all along. What if Jod was one of us? My new hit single. ID Recrucify him. Berlin citizens would claim they knew it all the time. Fair enough. As long as it's written Jod as well. What if he said Allah and then he stayed? People wouldn't care. For example, there's no Jesus in Hebrew, that's a Greek name, so Marpy and Joseph would never nabbed him that. His name was really Yeshua, or Joshua after translation to English. Instead, people keep calling him the wrong name.
Probably for the better, since so many have corrupted his message and done ill to others in his name.
Jode the Chode. Is this a continuation of the GIF versus GIF part? Team GIF all the way.
Through Jod all things are possible, so jot that down. I'd say he's a moron, has no say in that, and keep things as they were.
I would fight him. What if people made our /AskReddit questions that are actual questions and not our /shower thoughts material? Alright, Jod. It would probably finally settle the GIF debate. They're eating her, and then they're gonna eat me, oh my Jud. Then I would no longer be an atheist. Glad I went on Reddit today. It'd be funny. I'd be like Nawe. And he'd be all like, Yahweh. You didn't end your quotations. Hi, I'm looking for a job. English speakers and their self-importance. Finally, I will be proven to be correct. Praise God. Jesus. Whatever next. Would be pretty offensive toward all other languages. Just a jlob like one of us. On Jod Imma smack you. WWJD. I'll have one of whatever you're taking. See, just like GIF. I'd start saying .gif. The Rastafarians would be like, see, we're the closest. Half of the people wouldn't believe him, the other half would actively try and ruin his life. Then I shall obey the Lord my Jod. I mean, it would change our views on Judgment Day. What would he tell people that don't speak English? I'd be like, what about in other languages? Oh wait, never mind. Jod speaks English, right? I've been ignoring your prayers because I didn't realize you were talking to me. Jod. It'll be like the GIF/GIF debate. You win. Shoot them down, boys. Grab surface to air missile launcher. Then it would confirm a lot of my negative opinions about Jod. I'd feel like a big joof. So is it also Jotes? Instantaneously converts to atheism. Oh my Jod. What? On Jod though FRFR. Praise G-Bus. Asterisk Zod. Then I'd start believing in Jod. Dunno. Just freaking laugh. But Jod as in Jod or Hod as in like Jose? I have even more questions for Jod than I did before. Jod bless America. Suddenly G-Bus becomes correct. Yahweh. Someone should make a GIF of this. Graphics interchange format. Gob? There's always money in the banana stand. It's crusade time, bois. This post made me crack up for like 5 minutes straight. Address me as Chode from now on. Thanks. Genius. Lol Jod. Oof, grinning face with sweat. And his son, Jesus. Spanish people, I don't get it. Well, look at GIF. Don't swear to Jod, swear to me. Batman. You say GIF, I say GIF. It's Jesus. My name now would be Gabriella probably. Imagine coming down for that and not for the Holocaust. Atheism would skyrocket. In the movie, Yesterday, the song Hey Jude is renamed. I'll still say GIF with a hard G. Wait. Is it Jehovah or Jehovah? On Jod bruh. Literally nothing. This is the only way I'd start calling it GIF instead of GIF. Cool. Oh my Jod flushed face. Okay Jod. Bolt his hands and feet to a cross. It's the same with bagels. Well, this wouldn't be a problem if he had just let the Tower of Babel. I would ask if we can make .gif, soft G, of this situation. My Jod is a awesome Jod he is. Jesus Christ, get it right. You want war. Nam de Jew. Imma laugh, it'll be a scary laugh, but a laugh. Haha, all the people who say soft G GIF will be forever right. GIF equals GIF confirmed. So long as he also corrects GIF versus GIF. Did he also leave a picture in .gif format? I am willing to bet his name is actually Dave. I was so confused and then I got it and this was my reaction. Ha 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 hallelujah hey 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 cough cough ha. It's an English human word, so I'll leave now. Jesus, Neri and Gosef. Thinking about Jodhpurs in a whole new way. Gee. What if he said that, but in Spanish? For me, it would definitely strengthen my faith in Hod. I'd shout back, still not a good enough reason, so say GIF. Perhaps they could weigh in on GIF as well. You swear to Jod? Only English speakers would be confused. And then Jesus came down and said Yes Jesus and left. Yod? Oh my King Jod, that's a lot of votes. Deus Vult can't wait for the next crusade. Religion skyrockets to 90%. All the people that say GIF instead of GIF would come out of the woodworks and taunt us. The GIF wins in the GIF war. He'd say, also, sometimes I go by Alan. I'll have to go over the Middle East and fix that issue while down here. Just like that dumb guy who invented GIF and says it's a soft G. Whatever. Well, he would say it in ancient Aramaic, so that would be weird. Problem is, this will likely not happen. Sad. It would be awesome and hilarious. Our Jather, who Jardin Jevon, Jessi'd be thy daily jorts clapping hands. A lot of atheists would be really disappointed. Spell it with a J then, fool. Atheists having a field day saying they were technically correct all along. The GIF versus GIF battle would be ended. We would know Jod is a woman. Probably short for Jody. She just being cool and letting us call her by what her friends call her. As if 2020 couldn't get worse. I wouldn't be an atheist. Wait, come back. Is the J silent? I'd laugh. I'd literally laugh so hard I'd get asthma again. I'd laugh at all the disappointed folks who were looking forward to the next coming or rapture or whatever. I may be a believer, but Jesus never stopped me from having a twisted sense of humor. Whatever you say, Jehovah. Much like the creator of the graphics interchange format, he's still wrong. Then I would juggle, what is the meaning of life? I would reply with COD. Then we'd know he is real. I'd say Jod. Then I would be pretty sure if GIF with a soft G. Ray, if someone asks you if you're a Jod, you say yes, Winston from Ghostbusters. My illusions, Dad. My illusions. Can someone create a GIF of this? I would wonder where he's from with that accent. It would be the greatest GIF to humanity. Jud for you. Bedroom shenanigans would change for the weird. Who wants to hear oh Jod, keep going? I would giz in my pants. There would instantly be 14 new religions based on different beliefs about the appearance of Jod. Why is this posted in AskReddit? And Jod gave us his only soon, Jesus. I would be surprised that he exists. I would also laugh that everyone got it wrong for so many years. We would owe a huge apology to the weirdos who call GIFs GIFs. Understandable, have a nice day. The Jesus show up and said it's Jesus. Atheists won't care. If it is Jod, is it Jesus or Jesus? The song would change. What is Jod was one of us, like a stranger on a bus. Some Karen would correct him and tell him he doesn't know what he is talking about, then ask to see his manager. Gob Bluth would say I've made a huge mistake. It's ma'am. I'd start looking for the debug menu to existence because Jod is obviously an arrogant programmer and we're in a computer. That would seem pretty douchey. All of the craziness in the world and that's what he comes down for? I'd still laugh at the devout. I'd tell him to Jod on, he's left the world in a right state. What a Jod head. How would he tell people, does he go door to door or just like land in India say and peace out? We'd have several new religious factions pop up with different interpretations of this event. Oh my Jod. Then man would figure out how to monetize it. How would this work in non-English speaking countries? I'd tell him he better have come down here for something more important than that. All the holy wars. Amazinj Drea C. What edibles made you say this? I want it. I just would say, oh thank you, he has a very difficult name. Well, it has been a long time since he visited. His fault we forgot his name. Geez. My name is actually Jod and I am from Athens. I guess I am now a Greek Jod and that changes all my life perspectives. I'd then ask if it's GIF or GIF. I'd elect to call him Jad then, because of the RS reference. He's watching you. I'd pray to Jesus. Okay. Are we now calling your kid Jesus? I would refuse to accept it. I laugh in the face of Jod. Does that mean Jewish things are actually Jewish then? Stares blankly at the sky. You're not my real dad. Oh Jod, no. The GIF people will be acting pretty smug. Jesus Christ, are you serious? And then on the 8th day, Jod said, here, watch this funny GIF I saw the other day. Oh my Jod, what was that? I choked on my apple while reading this. It's okay because I'd continue calling Jod Allah or by his other 99 names. We'd all have bruh faces. Oh gee troll. Then would it be Jesus? I didn't think you could ask rhetorical questions on this sub. This is more r/shower thoughts. My neighbor would tell him that she knows for a fact that he's wrong. The Jehovah's Witnesses would become the Jod's Witnesses. I'd eat a burger. Every day we stray further away from JOD. He needs to tell us about GIF though. No red heart. What if he was a stranger on the bus? It would solve the GIF versus GIF debate. Theists, well, time to rewrite everything atheists. This is Photoshop. Prayers would need rewriting and the great GIF/GIF debate would be blown wide open. Be Christian. Hala fans would lose their minds. Hi Jod. My name's Jeff. It's nice that I get to meet you. How is your family? I am told that Jesus did not have the best time when he came to Earth. Also, I'm curious as to what the parental status of Joseph might be because Gon and I were unsure whether he qualifies as a stepfather or as an uncle. Anyway, have a great day. I hope you let me into heaven on the day I gump off this mortal coil. More impressed if it was Zod. Kneel before Zod. I'll say, okay Todd, and go my way. Jesus wept. I'd be extremely confused. Now I can seem religious. I'd laugh so hard. I would have a frickin' aneurysm. I think the world as we know it would restart itself. As a Christian, this is flicking hilarious. If you find my comment here then, I'd say oh my Jod, laughing face. 200 IQ play. I guess we would ask Jod for forgiveness. May the Jod forgive me for what I am about to do. Considering this is America, I can expect a world war. I'd slow clap. Especially if he managed to squeeze it into 2020. As in Tower of Jod? Then we will have many religious wars over Jod. Jod Almighty. Then I'd say of course it is. Just like GIF. But how would you know that he/she/it is a Jod? I'd be devastated for some reason and slit my throat. People would have been like, Jesus Christ. We start a new religion. Job damn it, this is good. We name the guy who invented GIFs our new king and prophet. Well, it's their fault, Jod dang it. Well, there goes 10k plus people. Well, if that happened then I would start calling him Jod. Does this mean we have to say, oh my Jod? Which Jod though? Well, I probably wouldn't be an atheist anymore. I'd like what just happened. Jod friend me. I would say Jod damn it. I would asking him which language J it is. The people who call them GIFs would be forced to comply with the new law. Then you divide by 0. Hi. I'd be all G-bus crisps. Then go about my day. Well, it's JIF so maybe. Stolen from Twitter. Jesus on overdrive.